What's going on, pilots? It's your boy Varni, and I know it's been a while since we've uploaded a Gundam-related video. I did get that podcast out, but it was way late. But today, I am glad to say that we are here for the Set 1 release Newtype Rising for the Gundam Card Game. I was able to get my hands on a box at and below MSRP, but I will not rant about the prices of boxes on this video. But stay tuned for an upcoming podcast where we do talk about LGS's pricing and what it means to build a community or make that bread. Before we hop into the video, let me tell you about our sponsor, ourselves. We have these nice custom Gundam playmats and these very beautiful Gundam sleeves. Unfortunately, we are not going to be running Gundam Card Game tournaments, but we do have playmats and sleeves to sell, and I will be making a version of Gundam 3D printed counters. These are for Digimon. These have a twisty bit for power gaining or decreasing, and I will be doing the same thing for Gundam. So if you guys do want to know when these drop, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I will upload a video to the channel explaining what it is that you actually get in an order, what these are, and other things. Also, like this video and drop a comment letting me know what you guys are looking forward to, whether it's these or your pulls, if you can get a box at a good price. Now let's hop into it. So here it is. It is GD01 Newtype Rising, 24 packs, 12 cards plus one in a pack. These boxes are pretty nice. They're akin to One Piece boxes, so that's nice to see. The packs are much easier to open than I feel like other packs have been, particularly Digimon, because that's what I open a lot. What we're gonna do in this video might be a little bit long. We're just gonna kind of go through each card. It's my first time, not my first time, but first time generally seeing cards. So I'll give thoughts as I see the cards. I'm not really looking for any particular, well, actually, that would be a lie if I said that. So cards that I am looking for. So the Zaft stuff looks really cool. I'm kind of excited to play the Zaft stuff. I like red as a color. I like the identity. I like what it does. So I'm excited to explore that, see what it does. Oh, I should be doing this on camera. Sorry. I'm putting them to the side. I'm also excited. I play a Xeon deck. So stuff like Makuve, my boy, stuffs like Shars, Gelgoog, or, ooh, oh, this is LR plus. Ooh, that's a Justice Gundam. All right. Right off the bat, we're pulling fire. So I wasn't initially impressed with Gundam alts. I was very impressed with the art in the game. I think the base arts are absolutely gorgeous, and Gundam would be the first game where I'm like, oh man, I can just play the base arts, but some of these alt arts do be slapping. This is a very fire Justice Gundam. I don't think I've seen the regular art, so I'm very curious to see how they stack up against each other. Hopefully, well, I kind of don't want to pull one because I don't actually care for this. But if we do pull one, I'll show you guys on camera what it looks like so that you guys can get an idea. Big Zam, that's my boy, Big Zam. I don't really care for any of the like Witch from Mercury stuff. I like the idea of the series, but I don't really care for the units. I don't care for, I really just don't care for any of that. The aerial looks really nice, like the aerial permit, I think it is. We pulled another Death Scythe. So Dan and Mike are really big fans of Death Scythe. Oop, I dropped the card. They're going to be upset with me now. They're really big fans of Death Scythe. Unfortunately, I haven't watched this series just yet. I'm working my way through the Gundam universe, so this doesn't speak to me the way it speaks to them. I'm a much bigger fan of Barbados and RX-78 and also Exia, so I'm excited for all of those when we do get them. But this is pretty fire. Other big things I'm looking for from the set, definitely Wing Gundam Zero, however, because I love what Wing Gundam does in this game. I love that it's just a big boss monster. It's like 7 freaking attack, and it can make it really hard to deal with. Like basically you kind of have to sack a unit to try to deal with it. Freedom Gundam. Now this is what I'm talking about, right? This is a base art. I would never expect this to be a base art. This is crazy for a base art. I think the thing I like the most about all the Gundam arts is that you can see when you angle it like this, you can see there's sort of like the panel. It's as if like you could see like the frame and like if they had panel lining, which is really unique and crazy detail to print on a card nonetheless. The Freedom Gundam, I am excited to pull. because I do want to play something akin to a white blockers deck, but we'll see. We'll see what we brew up. Back to what I was saying though, I like the idea of Wing Gundam, and so Wing Gundam Zero being the sort of end game to everything that you're doing is just like, whew, oh boy, look at this 8 cost, level 8 that is just going to come out and clear the board. He doesn't care who's doing what. And the thing I like the most about it is I haven't seen the card. I saw it briefly at locals, but I didn't read it entirely. And, you know, sure, I can look it up, but I haven't gotten there yet. But I do believe that the card says every unit on board, which obviously includes your own, but more importantly, in a multiplayer game, that Wing Gundam Zero goes hard. And to be honest, that's kind of how Mike, Dan, and I are going to be approaching this game. I don't personally care for the competitive scene in Gundam currently. I'll tell you guys about why in the podcast, but I'll give you a little bit here. Basically, coming from a Digimon background, Gundam looks to have the same sort of issues that Digimon has in terms of like the pricing and where the events are. The very first event will be in Texas at Bandai Card Game Fest, so it makes sense, but it's in Texas. Like, give us some events on the East Coast. It doesn't matter what game it's for. Like, we just had one in Virginia, which was great for Digimon, and then they also shoved the Union Arena and both Dragon Ball Masters and Fusion World with it. Fantastic. Give us more events on the East Coast. But even more so than that, the pricing for this game doesn't really make me want to play the game. Oh, so I saw this art, Merida Cruz, and I was like, yo, Mike, this is fire. And yeah, opinion is not changed at all. This is fire. I know Mike's gonna want this. He was looking for some Meridas, and unfortunately nobody pulled even base ones that he could get his hands on. So super cool art here. Love to see it, like that a lot. But yeah, the pricing in Gundam, it just ain't it right now. I don't care. It doesn't make me want to take this game seriously enough. So we're just gonna play this casually. We're gonna play what we have, and we're just going to play at locals, play on webcam, because that's what's most important at the end of the day. This is Dual Gundam Assault Shroud, one of my Zaft cards. So happy I pulled this. Another one I don't have to go pick up. I think I still have to pick up 2 Buster Gundams, and then I think there's another Dual Gundam I have to pick up. Don't remember. So let's see what else we pull here. Shenlong, I like Shenlong a lot. I like the Shenlong and Changwu Fei combo. It's the reason I like playing Wing Gundam, because, well, Breach is insane, but also the fact that you can link the, oh, this is a crazy one. The fact that you can link Changwu Fei, swing into something, and then if it has 3 or less AP, which is like the early game effector, it just doesn't take any damage, is really good. You can apply a lot of pressure that way. So this is Unicorn Gundam Destroy mode. And the foiling, like, look at that holographic back there. That's nuts. That's crazy nuts. I'm extremely happy. I mean, it's Gundam, right? We all knew that Gundam has like some really great artists and designers, but it does not disappoint in the slightest bit. I feel bad because earlier I was kind of trash talking the set. Let me move this out the way. Earlier I was kind of trash talking. I was like, yeah, you know, there's like 47 ults in this set, but I was like, I don't really care for them. I like some of the beta ults better. And I do like some of the beta ults better, but man, some of the ults in this set are crazy. Some of the arts, I shouldn't even say some of the ults, it's just some of the arts, because the arts, like Wing Gundam, that's a really good art, but you know, it doesn't like go insane or anything. Our C+ pull is an RX-78. I personally love to see this. RX-78 is basically, you know, one of my favorite Gundams. I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorite Gundam because it's probably their first Gundam that they've experienced. If it wasn't, I mean, that's totally fine. You probably experienced, I would say, Wing or Freedom as your first, but you know, RX-78 resonates with a lot of people. So happy to pull that. I'll definitely be playing that in addition to my custom resources, which will also be listed at some point on the store. I haven't gotten around to listing them just yet, but they will get there. All right, so here's a base art Justice Gundam. I'll show you guys the difference at the end because I'll clear everything out the way. We can put them side by side. But look at, like, you see how Justice has that same sort of panel lining outline? And then it has that beautiful sort of shatter foil holographic. Yeah. Oh man. These cards are very euphoric to look at and very euphoric to pull, because if there's one thing, like, yeah, pulling an SR is cool, right? In Digimon or any other card game, whether it's One Piece or Union Arena, whatever. But pulling these cards in Gundam, man. Here's our RX-78 from the set, which I need to pick up 3 more of these so that I can do some repair white base shenanigans, because that seems interesting to me. And, you know, it's RX-78. But the, oh, that's what I was talking about. The euphoricness of pulling, or even just regular arts. So, like, when you see cards in the back of the pack in some games, you're like, oh, man, it's just an SR. Like, it's nothing special. And you pull it and you're like, oh, like, okay, I guess that's cool. Like, that's, you know, not a problem, whatever. But for me, like, how I felt all night tonight, because we opened a box at locals as well. When I pulled these LRs, I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, the art is so good. It's like, oh, I don't care what I pulled necessarily. I pulled a really good looking card. And, you know, it hits that sort of like brain cell that's like, yeah, you hit the good looking card. Yeah, sure, it might not be the best card, but it looks really good. Ah, yes, we got another Buster Gundam. Let's go. I know it's only like $5. I don't care. I'm not pulling for value. I'm pulling for playing. And Buster Gundam is definitely something I'm going to try to lab with. The Buster Gundam alt art goes insane, though. I haven't seen it in person, but when I saw the picture, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like it's cracked. So Gundam's pull rates, because they don't have a secret, which is weird. I think they're the first Bandai game to not have secret. I guess Battle Spirits, you didn't have a secret because you had a Saga rare, but let's not count Battle Spirits. In Gundam, you don't have any secret rares. You just have LRs as your highest rarity, and then you have the alternate rarities. So plus and plus plus, which is a weird way to approach it. Now, Mike says it all the time, and it always escapes my mind, because when I see this name, I think he says this is Kshatriya. I don't remember. I call it Kashtira because it's I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I listen to enough of Yu-Gi-Oh between Dan. Well, it's just Dan. I listen to enough of Yu-Gi-Oh that it's Kashtira. It's Kashtira to me. So I can't get anything outside of Kashtira in my mind, but it is what it is. So far, we haven't really seen anywhere. I haven't been commenting on like these cards, obviously, because I've been talking about other things, but I also haven't really seen any cards that I'm like, oh yeah, like definitely gonna play this. I have a general idea on how I'm building most decks, but I've also seen a portion of these cards, obviously, from the beta. So some of the cards aren't new, and the ones that are, I have already put in. I'm sad to see no Shards Gelgoog, but I already have 2, so I guess it's fine. I don't really need to play a third. Would have loved to pull another Shards Gelgoog though. And to end off the box, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna line up the 2 Justice Gundams because, man, the arts go crazy. Unfortunately, I do not have a zoom button, so this is as close as it gets without me picking the cards up. But I mean, first of all, the art style between the 2 cards is so insanely different. But even so, both are so good looking. I would not be upset. Like, to be honest, especially because of the price of cards right now, I would just sell the Justice Gundam alt, call it a day, and then just play this base rarity one, because that goes hard. Justice Gundam does go hard. I'm not saying it doesn't, but they're both just so good. Foiling is great. The texture is insane, crazy. So yeah, man. As far as our total pulls, our alts were a Justice Gundam, a Merida Cruise, and for our C+, we pulled a RX-78 resource. If you guys don't know what the C+ is, it's just typically in your box, you're going to get your 2 alts, and then a C+ being your foil version of a resource. As far as hits total, we got 8 for the box, which is on par with what boxes tend to be. We've got a Justice Gundam. We got a Kashtira. We got a Freedom Gundam, which I'm excited for. A Gundam Death Scythe. A Buster Gundam. An RX-78. Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. And a Dual Gundam Assault Shroud. So that was the hits from our box. Honestly, I can't complain. I'm pretty happy with those. Got a lot of things that I wanted. Most important thing is I got a second box. So I definitely got some more bulk because I've never traded for bulk at locals before. This was like a first time because, you know, typically you can buy however many boxes. So you end up just having everything. But man, we were out here trading for bulk because we didn't have any. So that's it for today's box opening. If you guys enjoyed, please do drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what's your favorite pull. How do you feel about the art in the game? And also, are you guys finding boxes? Please don't tell me you're overpaying. Don't pay those scalpers because they definitely don't deserve it. Also, subscribe so that you know when these future videos come out. We do plan to be doing Gundam content, podcast for sure. Would like to do some gameplay with Mike. Nothing big, nothing competitive. Like I said, just some casual gameplay, get some stuff going, and whatever else may come along the way. Let us know down in the comments below what type of content you would like to see. Thank you guys for watching this video, and until we talk to you guys next time, stay safe, pilots. Don't pay them scalpers. Peace out.